I'm going to do a special report on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I think this is incredibly important right now to show you. I'm going to bring up my charts right over here, and here is Bitcoin. This is a side-by-side chart looking at the weekly and at the daily. And Bitcoin had a collapse in here a couple days ago. It moved down through the supports and broke. I did a report on this and I did some analysis back in the beginning of the year, and what I said was that I projected that Bitcoin would fall to, well, 5,400 or 3,100. It was a little while ago that I did another report and kind of upgraded it and said, well, it'll probably get down to 5,400 based on the strength I saw, but now there's been an implosion. The point I made back then on February 20th was that there were over 2,000 cryptocurrencies and growing, and the supply is unlimited. It is a bunch of crap that they tell you that there are limited supplies, and this is a false asset. This is not a real asset, and people that have been coming out talking about 50,000 or 100,000, well, I believe that it's been a total farce, and my analysis is proving out in here. So what I want you to see as we look at this is that we have a breakdown, a cyclical breakdown, and I'm going to show you the cycles in here. You could see that important low. There are nested cycles, minor cycle, and a dominant cycle. The minor cycle is coming down and will probably bottom in about a week. What that says to me is that this impulse on the downside, which took it down to almost 4,000, and it's now rebounding, it's going to end soon. And then you get some sort of a false rally. I believe this next decline out over here, which goes into June, will take you down to 3,150, potentially 3,100, or all the way down here under 1,000, where this fib extension target zone goes. We've had this here for months. This is where we believed it's going, and we think that the cryptocurrency, the whole concept of it is in meltdown right now, and that you're going to see probably 80% or more of the cryptocurrencies out of business and go away. So you might get some relief in here as it attempts to rally, maybe in the next few weeks. I think that this is the cryptocurrency implosion going on, and there may be a need for cryptocurrency down the road. But this, and Bitcoin may be one of them, but the valuations that got in here were purely speculative. This is another result of the central banks, and specifically our Fed, creating an environment where this could happen, where you could create something out of nothing, and that people would go into debt to buy something that was created out of nothing. And this is the part of the debacle and its flight to cash that's going on that is exposing the garbage that was created in this economy. You can look at the zombie companies in the Russell that are melting in here. It's the same thing, created by the government, a fictitious valuation, and now unwinding with much lower prices ahead. And let's see, when the dust settles, who's going to rise out as something real. Do not hear this as me saying that blockchain is not valuable. I think it's fantastic, and I think it's going to be basically free to everybody. So it's a way to record or do record keeping that is very different and very easy compared to how it was done in the past. And blockchain is here to stay, and but Bitcoin, and cryptocurrencies which exist on the blockchain technology, well, they're a total farce, and you see them beginning to come apart right now. And I believe this is the beginning of the end of this particular bubble that we saw in here, and of course bubbles all over the world, but Bitcoin cryptocurrencies, they were one of them. And it's ending now. And you can see as this falls apart. This break right under here, under this level of about 6,600, is the end of them. Actually, this negative cycle that you see right over here set up the sell zone. It nailed it. And now collapsing under these levels, it's over. And there are much lower prices to come. Of course, when I say those things, I sound almost like it has to happen. It's written in stone. Well, of course, I could be wrong, but so far I have not. And I think what I said makes sense. The end of Bitcoin. It's not the end of me covering it, because I want to be here and talk to you when it's under 3,000. That is that look at our special report on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.